Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Jim Masters Show Live. This is our Sunday special pop-up YouTube episode. How's everybody doing? Good to see you and you and you and you. We've got our cup of coffee here. I see comments coming in, and I didn't even really start the show yet. And it's so good to see everybody. I hope you guys are doing well on this fabulous day. It's a wonderful day here for just doing relaxation. Maybe you're cleaning a closet. Maybe you're catching up on things. I am your host, Jim Masters, and we are here live right now on YouTube. And we are doing a very special pop-up episode. We did a pop-up episode last week, and so many people enjoyed it. And we had so much interaction with everybody. I decided, even though we had a really extended show last night on the Jim Masters Show Live, we were on with the incredible actor Sean Kanan, who you know from The Young and the Restless and Bold and the Beautiful and General Hospital and Karate Kid 3 and Studio City, which is the new production on Amazon Prime. We had a phenomenal conversation, about an hour and a half to almost 2 hour conversation. You can see that full interview with actor and author and producer. I mean, he does it all. You can see Sean Kanan and myself on the Jim Masters Show Live. That whole interview is right here on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. So you can scroll through. And if you want to binge watch any of these episodes, we have some really cool people that have been guests on the show just in this past week. Now, this is week number 12 of episodes here on the Jim Masters Show Live. And we're going into week number 13 as of tomorrow. That is Monday. And that's going to be really, really cool. So we have our, let's see how close I can get. We've got our cup of coffee and our I Love Lucy mug. Yeah, you know, we have a lot of TV trivia here at the Jim Masters Show Live. We're coming to you live this Sunday from our home studio here in the greater New York City area, between New York and Boston on the coast. And we're flipping around here. You can maybe see even more. Kind of cool, huh? Lucy and Desi. This was actually a gift given to me a while ago. And we've got our nice hot cup of coffee in here on what is a Sunday afternoon. Last night I mentioned live when we were on that we were going to do a possible pop-up show. I wasn't sure, depending on, you know, the schedule and things that we're doing today, because normally we don't do a show at this time in the afternoon. You know, we're doing other things. We're with the family. But I wanted to do a surprise pop-up show for the people who maybe can't watch us live when it's later in the evening. And sometimes, you know, we take a Sunday off every once in a while to be with the family and to catch up with life and tasks and all of the chores and everything that we have to do, plus get ready for the week and all the episodes we have coming up in the week. We've got great guests coming up throughout the week as well. But I figured, you know what? And we were going to do it, I think, at 11 a.m. Eastern. But then some people had mentioned that they go to church, so it might interfere with their church time, especially in the Central, Mountain, and Pacific time zones. So I know for folks that are watching in Europe, it's like 6 p.m. or 7 p.m., a little bit earlier for them. and it's going into, I think it's going into the night, or it's into the night in Australia. But here on the East Coast of the United States, it is just after 1 p.m. Eastern. It is noon Central, 11 a.m. Mountain, and 10 a.m. Pacific. So good morning to everybody watching on the West Coast. It is great to have you with us. If you're watching for the first time and you're saying, what is this? This is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series that we do on YouTube. We also generally do it on Facebook as well, but we're doing a special YouTube episode for all of our YouTube followers. We've had a lot of people watching on YouTube who've said, can you do something special on YouTube? Because that's where we house and archive all of the episodes of our series, 12 weeks of episodes of the Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series, The Jim Masters Show Live, is right here on YouTube. If you can, subscribe to the channel since you're here. We would love that. You get notifications, hit the notification bell, and you'll have an opportunity to be notified when there's other pop-up shows and other cool things that are happening. So we've got our cup of coffee, we've got our I Love Lucy mug, and a couple of other things too. We have George Burns here. Now, of course, he's a regular on our show, even on a Sunday afternoon. George is here. George greets everybody. George says hello to you and you and you and you and you. Now, hopefully the people that saw the announcement on Facebook at Jim Masters TV realize that we're doing this on YouTube, where we house all of the episodes. So if you know anybody who normally watches on Facebook, tell them, go to the YouTube channel right now at Jim Masters TV. We're doing a special coffee chat. We're doing a special abbreviated edition of our show, a host chat show, and a pop-up show for you guys. Jeannie is here. Jeannie says hello. Hope you guys are doing well. She's in there. She greets you as well. And of course, your other favorites are here. Silver is here as well. We've got some amazing cookies that I'm going to show you in just a minute that we picked up yesterday. Silver is here. Silver greets you as well. Silver says hello. Silver says he hopes you guys are doing well. He says hello to you as well. And of course, Jimmy is here. Jimmy says hello. These are all our cast of characters. Again, this show is all about light, levity, and love, or as we call it, lovity. And Jimmy is here, and Jimmy says hello to you guys as well. So everybody is identified and counted for. Let's say hello to some of the folks. Again, I bet you a lot of people that probably saw that we were doing a pop-up show, and they think we're doing it on Facebook, and they didn't read that it says YouTube. So we're doing it exclusively on, this is an exclusive YouTube pop-up show. So if you know anybody that normally watches on Facebook, tell them, come on over to YouTube right now. We're going to be here. There's time for them to hop on over to YouTube at Jim Masters TV and join us. How's everybody doing today on a Sunday? Could you believe it's Sunday already? And it's already August? It's hard to believe the summer is just flying by. Although in Australia, where we have a ripper of a time, according to our great faithful follower, Eileen Barker, they're going into winter right now, if not already into winter. We have some wonderful folks here that are with us. Willie is here. Willie is here from the Netherlands. Good to see you on YouTube, at the YouTube channel as well. Surprise on Sunday. What a sweetheart you are. My pleasure. I know that, you know, our regular broadcasts are usually at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is like 1 a.m. for you, Willie. So we're doing a special broadcast, and we were going to do it a little bit earlier at 11 a.m., but a couple people had mentioned church. So we wanted to see if we could push it out a little bit. So we adjusted the day and my schedule and everything else. And we're doing it right now for you guys. And thank you very much for the tulips. We've got your tulips here, even on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening for you. Because I think, Willie, it's around, what, 7 p.m. or so where you are. There's your Dutch tulips, Willie. Thank you for being with us. And Renee is here as well. Good to see you, Renee, watching in Iowa on the YouTube channel. We have a couple of photos we're going to send you to. We've got some really cool shots of the beautiful coastline, but also some more from the garden as well, from the yard, that we didn't get a chance to show the other day. And we're going to show them to you in this special pop-up episode. We wanted to announce it. Usually the one I did last time was a surprise episode where we just popped on, but I wanted to announce it on Facebook that we were going to be on YouTube. I also mentioned it on Instagram as well and Twitter, so people could know that we're going to be doing this exclusively on YouTube today. So hopefully folks will realize they're probably looking at the Facebook channel saying, we don't see Jim. Where's Jim? Where is he? Where's Mr. Levity? He's right here on YouTube. I'm glad you guys read the messages. Happy Sunday to you, Renee, our viewer of the week, continuing to be the viewer of the week as well. So good to have you here. Yes, what a surprise, right? Or sort of a semi-surprise, because I mentioned last night that we were going to be doing this. So it's my pleasure to do this. Again, we didn't have this scheduled. This wasn't something we were going to be doing. I was probably going to be taking today off because we've had such long days and busy days. We've got, busy days coming up with this show. And then, of course, with my professional work as well. But I wanted to do something special for you guys. We've had a really good 12 weeks together. For those of you who've been with us for 12 weeks, I know for Renee and for Willie, it's like your 52nd, 53rd show in a row, I believe, as well. So you guys are real troopers. Thank you so much for being with us. And Ernestine in North Carolina, it's so nice to see you here on the YouTube channel as well at Jim Masters TV. Thank you very much for being here. How is your Sunday going? What are you guys up to? What are you doing on Sunday? Did some of you go to church? Did you have a Sunday brunch? Are some of you just waking up? Some people like to sleep in on Sunday. I've been up pretty much most of the night. I was talking to some folks on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And I spoke to, right after the show last night, Sean Kanan and I spoke to each other on the phone. We had a terrific conversation. I got to tell you, he absolutely loved being my guest on the show last night. He said, and he mentioned it, I think, during the show too. He said, normally, interviews are like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, a half hour. He said he didn't realize it would go, as extensively. And he absolutely loved it because he got a chance to really talk about things and express himself in ways that normally he wouldn't get a chance to do. Usually it would be just a quick sound bite or something really fast. So, our more in-depth, more intimate, more conversational conversations, the guests really seem to like, and the viewers like too. So Sean loved it, and Sean said he wants to come back on the show. He immediately said he wants to come back. And he also said when he's here on the East Coast, he wants to go to dinner, a group of us. So we're going to hook up and go to dinner, probably in New York City, or if I'm out in LA, maybe on a TV shoot, I'll probably connect with him. Stan Livingston, Kathy Garver, some of the people that have been on the show, they've all wanted to stay connected. But Sean loved it. And the guests love your comments too. They see the comments. I try to show them as many comments as possible, and they really enjoy it. He had some really interesting Wi-Fi issues. Actually, it wasn't even the Wi-Fi. It was his battery on his iPad that he was using. He wasn't at his house. He was at a friend's house where he was broadcasting from when we did our conversational interview last night. So first, one of the batteries went out, then he charged it. He got 1% life left. And then somebody asked a question as far as whether or not he was good around the house. And I think if we had wrapped before that question, we could have got it completely wrapped neatly. But he answered the question for the viewer. We did our toast. And then he was just about to, he was thanking everybody, and he mentioned the website and everything. And then he was just about to say, hey, Jim, let's stay connected. I love being on the show. And but he got cut off right at that point. But he relayed that to me on the phone as well. So that was terrific. So he had a great time, and I know you guys did as well. So what are you guys doing today? Again, this is a quick pop-up show on YouTube, and just want to see everybody and say hello. I know because many of you don't get a chance to really see the late night show. And by doing it now, you have the rest of your day free. We won't have a show tonight since we're doing the show now. We are back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the rest of the week 7 p.m. Eastern. We have a bevy of phenomenal guests. We'll be announcing the guests later today, we'll be posting guests and all of that as well. But good to see you, Willie. Thank you very much for all the claps. And Renee, hello again as well. And Renee says that I'm doing good. Had a great morning at church. It was cool and breezy. Again, since we're doing it on YouTube, if you guys know anybody who normally would be watching it on Facebook, maybe shoot them an email or let them know that we're live right now here on YouTube. We're doing this exclusively on our YouTube channel where all the episodes of the Jim Masters Show are archived. So let them know that we're here. And if they pop on now, they'll be able to see this live and they'll be able to comment. I think in order to comment, I think you have to subscribe to the channel, I believe. I'm not sure. I think in order to comment, and I believe you guys are. I think Ernestine, Willie, Renee, I think you've already subscribed to my YouTube channel for the show and for all of my other work, Masters Mantras, and all my professional stuff. So I think you guys already subscribed. So, and it's very easy, you know, for people who haven't subscribed on YouTube, I almost wish they didn't use that word subscribe because it makes it sound like you're buying something or you're spending money. It's just the word that they use. It should just be, I don't know, should be follow or something, right? I know because Facebook does like and Instagram and Twitter do follow. They should say just like it or something, but it's that big red button. You hit subscribe and there's a notification bell too. So every time we're posting all kinds of things, that we're going to be doing special things like this on YouTube, and we're working on a lot of cool ideas with YouTube, teaming up. So you want to keep abreast on YouTube. Let some of the others know, you know, some of our other lovities out there who would love to be here right now, but they're probably looking for us on Facebook. They didn't read the post too closely, or they're just used to it being on Facebook. But we wanted to try it on YouTube as well because we wanted to, spread some love to YouTube as we're growing our YouTube presence extensively as well, because this is actually a channel. YouTube, Facebook is a page. YouTube is an actual channel, and they look at it as an actual channel, like a broadcast channel. So we're having it right now, a pop-up for you guys here. I'm glad you guys are here. You guys are amazing. Morning church, cool and breezy. That's nice. It's gray here, and there's some rough storms coming, I think, in the afternoon. Some really rough storms. Nothing tornadic, but there are some rough storms that are headed our way. And then I think Tuesday, whatever the remnants are of the hurricane that's I think I got to check the weather again, but I think it's been downgraded to a tropical storm, which would be terrific for Florida, although a tropical storm can do quite a bit of craziness. But hopefully it stays as that and maybe weakens even more. But you never know if it gets back out into the warm waters coming up the coast, because the waters now are very warm. It's midsummer, and we've had very high temperatures in the 90s here in the last couple of weeks. It's very humid here today, very, very humid. So we've got some storms coming in, and then Tuesday, I think, is whatever the remnants are of the tropical storm / hurricane we'll be feeling in these parts here as well. It'll probably do a number on the Wi-Fi. I don't know what happens sometimes. We're figuring that out. It could be Wi-Fi. It could be something with the guest. None of this with the internet anywhere is foolproof. You could watch, CBS, and they're interviewing somebody, and the somebody is coming in on Zoom or Skype or streaming service or something, and all of a sudden their voice is like, or the picture is like. It's just the nature of the internet. Sometimes, we've invested a great deal in the last couple of weeks, and we've upgraded our systems extensively. The broadcast system and our streaming systems and our lighting, and this is actual real television lighting from studios that I work with. So it's the real deal here, and our microphones and everything. But and it's still doing more tweaking and things like that. But every once in a while, it's weird where sometimes everything is fine, and then when the guest leaves, And I sound like this. And I'm like, what the heck? What just happened? So we actually have the, we've got an appointment early for the Comcast Xfinity, who's our provider, not for our streaming service. We have a dedicated streaming service for the broadcasts, but we have Comcast Xfinity coming because we've upgraded to the highest possible Wi-Fi speed that you can even have. And we have our broadcast equipment is top shelf, brand new. So, because we plan to do this show as long as you guys are around, we'll keep doing this show for you guys. So we made an investment in this product. I do this for a living, so I want even an internet type thing to still look good and sound good. But every once in a while, so what was funny last night is the sound, for some reason, did that towards the end, right? So, and I was reading some of the comments. Oh, the audio was a little weird. You can sort of hear at the very, very end. I'm glad it happened at the very, very end. It didn't happen during the interview or, Sean's battery conked out a couple of times. So he came in and out, but that was fine. But towards the end, I sort of went a little muffled or something. Again, who knows? It's the internet gods. It's, it's technology. It's just, weather and electrical currents and all kinds of crazy stuff. But because of that, instead of continuing to talk, it's kind of funny. I watched it back. I didn't say anything. I just went, and I was just showing all the comments and I was acknowledging them. I was nodding my head. I was smiling. I was going like, mm-hmm. But I wasn't saying anything because I knew the audio was going to be a little funky towards the end. So instead of the audio being funky, I just didn't say anything. I just showed the comments because, I'm very viewer centric, and showed the comments, and we we wrapped the show that way. If you're just joining us, we've got our I Love Lucy mug. We've got a nice cup of coffee here. And we're going to take a look at more of the comments, but I want to show you these sweet treats we have here. It is Sunday. It's a nice Sunday afternoon. Again, very humid. It's going to rain around these parts here in the Northeast. Look at these. Wow, looking pretty good, huh? These are absolutely delicious. Let me raise them up. I raise you up. Look at that. Now, I want to see if I can show them even closer so you can really get a good look at them. Look at those. Look at those cookies. Want to grab one? Go ahead. They're nice little round. They're very light and crispy chocolate. Look at that. Really, really delicious. I think I'll have one. I will tell you what they are. They're really, really good. On that host chat on Friday, we were talking about so much food, right? So on this pop-up show, I wanted to bring out some food, and I wanted to show you some food. So I brought out these with a cup of coffee. Perfect for a Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon. I don't know if you've ever seen these before. Let me see if I can bring them in again. There we go. These are really, really good. I'm going to steal another one. I know you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. Let me show you what they are. I have the package. We found these in the store yesterday. They are delicious. They're just basically called chocolate cookies. They're crispy and delicious, made with care from our family to yours. Here's the package. Very nice. 0 trans fat, which is really good. And this is the package here. Let me see if I can get it where it doesn't shine. There we go. This only cost $1. These phenomenal cookies that you see me eating only cost $1. It's Bardocco. chocolate cookies. I don't know if you have them where you are, but these are amazing. They're very crispy and very light. They're very delicious. They're not heavy. And again, there they are. Just going to bring that in there. That's better. A little bit. There we go. And they're absolutely delicious. They're so good. So I wanted to show you that because we were talking about food the other day, right? We're talking so much about food. Let's take a look at some of the other comments that are coming in here. Willie slept till 11 a.m. That's fantastic. That's great because you went to bed like at what time? It was kind of late when we were finished with Sean Kanan, and then we had our conversation after. Dante's here. Dante, good to see you, Dante. Hello, good morning, Lovities. Welcome all to Lovity Hall. Good morning, Mr. Lovity. Good to see you as well, Dante. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going well where you are. Hope you're having a good day as well. Is anybody having a cup of coffee with me, or tea, or orange juice, or water? Or are you having a drink, a beer, a martini? You were up at 6 this morning. I didn't go to bed till 7, and then I was up by 8 because I knew I was going to be doing this. There's a couple other things we needed to do today, and then we went out along the coast, and we had some errands, and then I needed to be back here to get this show together for our exclusive Sunday special YouTube pop-up episode that we're doing live right now. So you checked the weather, chance of rain this morning when you checked before heading to bed last night. And again, good to see all of you on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead. And these are the diehards that are here. Again, let the other folks who may be looking for us on YouTube know that we're here right now live on, well, the ones that are actually looking for us maybe on Facebook, that this is not streaming on Facebook right now. It is on exclusively YouTube. This is a special Sunday pop-up YouTube episode of the Jim Masters Show Live. So if you have any friends or people that you know that normally would be dying to see this episode, because I know there was a number of people that had said, oh, I don't want to miss it. Oh, I can't wait. Some were going to be running back home in time and all of that. Or they're going to watch it on their phone or iPad or whatever. Just let them know that we're on YouTube Live right now. Let's see. Oh, you got your coffee. What kind of coffee? Remember on, was it Friday night? Merlin, she probably is looking, Merlin in Innerkip, Ontario, Canada. She's probably looking for us on Facebook, but it says YouTube on it. Unless she's here, I'll see in a minute. Maybe she is. She mentioned that quote, kick-ass coffee from Florida. And Willie, you did some investigative work. Very nice. And you realized that it was a Brazilian coffee that's very, very strong. And Merlin found it in Florida. I'm gonna have to try that. I'm gonna have to see if, how that coffee is, if that coffee is really good. This is a nice time. It's 1910 where you are. So that was probably like 7:10, 8:10 there. 7:10. Yeah. All right, let's see. We've got some more folks coming in here. Again, this is a pop-up show. We don't normally do it at 1 p.m. We usually do a show on Sunday, but not all the time. We've been doing shows 7 nights a week. Sometimes we'll take a Sunday off to be with family and catch up on all the things we have to catch up on my professional work in TV and radio, and then these shows. But it's cool that we're here with all of you right now. So welcome to the party on our special YouTube pop-up show. You guys really loved the one we did last week. So I said, you know what? Let me surprise our faithful viewers and do something today. So you like that time, and I'm glad you like that time. And I know, Renee, you like the time because you were in church earlier. We are having church inside now. Oh, you are? The sanctuary is large enough that you can sit 6 feet apart, and those that don't feel comfortable enough go inside. They can watch it on YouTube. It was great to get back sort of in the scheme of things. I imagine, yeah, like you say, you're 6 feet apart. I know there was a concern about when people sing, because of the expelling of the air when the choir sings and all. Is that still happening? Are they still singing? Is there any concern with that, Ernestine? Again, if any of you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel and you're watching on YouTube, just click subscribe. Love to have you here. And Renee, I was logged in under our church account since you had to load the Facebook Live service and was wondering why you weren't getting the notification on there, LOL. So I had to hurry and switch to your account. Yeah, because you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, Jim Masters TV, and I believe you get the notifications as well, which is fantastic. Again, if you have friends that are watching Facebook or on Facebook right now, we're not streaming this on Facebook. We're doing this exclusively on YouTube right now. Garland is here. Hey, Garland, raising a glass to you. No martini glass or anything right now. Just a nice I Love Lucy collector's cup of some nice Java. And I will finish this. As I mentioned on the pop-up show we did last Saturday, I mentioned that oftentimes I get so busy and I get the phone rings or something happens and I make a cup of coffee or tea and then I put it down and I end up having to reheat it like 10 times before I can get it. And then sometimes it's not even worth it. So then I put an ice cube in it and it becomes iced coffee. So good to see you, Garland. Hope everything's going well for you there. I believe you are in Marina del Rey today in California. Hope things are going well. Can't wait for us to get together. That was phenomenal last time we got together. We were in North Hollywood and we saw CBS and that great Italian restaurant. We caught up with each other. That was awesome. Got to do that again, either West Coast or East Coast. Ernestine baking an angel food cake with lemon icing. I love angel food cakes. And sometimes, we put the light whipped cream on it as well. But with the lemon icing, that sounds really good. Are you an avid baker, Ernestine? I come from a family of relatives. My mother loves baking. Grandmother's baked. Aunt's baked. Everybody loves baking. Kathleen is here in New York. Good to see you, Kathleen. That's a lovely profile. Yeah, you know what I love about your YouTube profile photo? Because it's green, it shows the real Irish pride that you have. Because I know there's the Irish part of you, and that little round circle with that little person in it, which is, I guess, the profile photo, is it's coming up green. So, it isn't easy being green. Who said that? Kermit the Frog. Good to see you, Kathleen, on the YouTube channel. And hope you're doing well, and my best to your mom. I hope everything's going well. Keep me posted. I know we talk to each other often. You shared this to your Facebook page. Just have to click on the share under the video on here. Perfect. That's why you're a viewer of the week. You're so good at doing that to spread the word for us. We really appreciate that we are live right now worldwide on YouTube at Jim Masters TV. Thank you for doing that, Renee. And this is nice. I love this pop-up show. Again, we have some photos and a couple of cool things to show you. Your daughter and her family were to OBX for vacation, and they had to evacuate by 5 yesterday, really, because of the storm coming up the coast, right? The East Coast, the tropical storm. I haven't checked the weather like in the last hour, but is it still a hurricane? Or I know it went down to a tropical storm, tropical depression, tropical storm, and then tropical depression. I believe the way it works is hurricane, tropical depression, hurricane, tropical storm, tropical depression. Depression is better than storm. Hopefully it's weakening. But yeah, everybody's evacuating, and yes, Dante is Danilo from San Diego. That's his alias on YouTube is Dante CD. So it's good to see you, and I think you're subscribed to the YouTube channel as well, which is awesome. Spread the word. Tell everybody about our YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a lot of extra things on YouTube as well that we're able to do on YouTube, which is cool, tying into everything. So wonderful to see you. And it was great chatting with you almost all night long on the Facebook pages. Danilo, and Christine was doing that as well, like Christine Clifton and so many others. Again, there might be a few people who are looking for us on the Facebook page, but we're doing this exclusively on the YouTube channel, where we house all of the episodes. It's going to be 13 weeks of shows. Just about every night we've done shows, only maybe 1 or 2 nights where we didn't, which is amazing. That's a lot of shows. If you take 12 weeks and then you multiply almost every night, that is amazing. That is amazing. Do you know that the Mary Tyler Moore Show ran longer than the Dick Van Dyke Show did, but the Dick Van Dyke Show did more episodes than the Mary Tyler Moore Show did? And it's because they did more episodes in a season, where Mary Tyler Moore did less episodes in a season. So even though that series ran more years on television, with its first network run, the episode count is less with the Mary Tyler Moore Show than it is with Dick Van Dyke, because in the season back when Dick Van Dyke series was doing their show, series consisted of many more episodes. So if you take our almost 13 weeks of shows, consistent shows, we've got a lot of shows that we have done together, and that's fantastic, and many more to come. Good to see you in San Diego. You had audio problems at church this morning. The battery in the pastor's mic died during a sermon. Oh no, there was no divine intervention to help the pastor with the mic. That was Satan trying to get in there and took that mic down, right? There was a satanic intervention that got in there and killed that battery. It's amazing, batteries. I know some of our viewers, Merlin and some of the others, they always mention that their battery's dying, because like if our show goes a little bit longer because of a conversation or having a good time or whatever, some people's batteries conk out. I always make sure everything is charged. We pretty much have everything plugged into electrical outlets, especially if we're doing a live show. We can't have anything drop or fail. That could be a major problem. But generally, everything is charged and ready to go. Weather can always play a havoc on, broadcasts. That's for sure. Yeah, those cookies look delicious, don't they, Danilo? Why don't you just reach in and grab one? There you go, huh? How close can I bring it? With our new technology here, it's almost like 3D. Yeah, just grab a couple. I believe in sharing. Grab a couple. Yeah, they're really, really good. Hopefully you'll be able to find them. No cookies for you. I know. You have to have sugar-free and other things of that nature, Willie. I don't know if these do not have a lot of sugar, which is really good. And there's no trans fat in them, which is another good thing too. Yes, yummy. They certainly are. Absolutely yummy. Snowman in the Morning is here. Brian, good to see you. Love it. You're watching on the YouTube channel as well. Good afternoon. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good weekend as well, my friend. Thanks for joining us here on the Jim Masters Show Live for a special Sunday YouTube pop-up episode of our show. Again, we're doing it at a special time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 Central, 11 Mountain. A lot of people don't mention Mountain anymore. You notice that? A lot of the TV networks and what have you, they always go either Eastern or Pacific, as far as here in the United States. Sometimes they mention Central, but they don't mention Mountain as much. Years ago, they used to, like ABC and CBS, they would say at 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, and 5 Pacific. Now they don't even go through all of that. And so it's good to see you. Love the fedora also, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, a lot of people love this hat. I've worn it quite a few times on this series, and I've worn it on television on the Lifestyle Travel TV series that I also host on CBS and CW affiliates, because that's a little more casual, and we are going to restaurants and we go to destinations. So it's a little more casual, so I can throw a hat on. And I'm a real hat collector. I've got a ton of hats of all kinds, from baseball caps to lots of different styles. And I've got a couple of buddies that also collect hats. But thanks, I appreciate that, Brian. And there goes your glucose rising. Yeah, did you take a couple of those cookies? It does look like a couple of those are gone, Danilo. No sugar for you, that's right. And yeah, they look like donut cookies, don't they? They look sort of like little donut cookies. You know what happens too with the live shows, which is kind of cool. Many more people watch later because years ago in television and radio, but especially in television broadcast media, and I think with the internet too, a lot of people binge watch stuff. So they watch it when, if it's recorded and archived and saved, they binge watch everything. So then they will watch stuff sometimes later as well. And then, because I've done shows even here with this series where, we've had a lot of people watch live, and then all of a sudden I'll see like 2 days later, all these people that have watched, in the archives, they'll watch it again, or they'll share the link, or the person, maybe if it's a guest, they'll tell their fans or what have you. And what's really strange too that I have found is that little number, the count number that's in the screen there for live, and it shows a count, that is so inaccurate too. It's way below the amount of people that are actually watching a show live. I've talked to a couple of friends too in relation to that. And I've talked to the streaming people and YouTube and Facebook. And for some reason, that counter that they have is nowhere near the amount of people that are actually watching, because it'll show a number and then later I'll check and you'll see all these other people that were watching live. So I don't know why it has that. I don't even think you really need it. Just it says that it's live. Could you believe we've been on for 45 minutes already? That's unbelievable. So let's see. Yeah, they look like donut cookies. Kathleen says they look good. They're really delicious. Again, let me know if you need me to show you the package again. If you missed it, I showed the package earlier in case you're going to look for them. T here, getting out the coffee. Wow, so you're a double-fisted, two-fisted drinker. You've got the tea on one side and you're getting out the coffee. And with all the talking I'm doing, I got to make sure I drink this, or I'm going to wind up putting an ice cube in the I Love Lucy mug. Yes, I have sent a note on Facebook. Very nice. So you're letting the folks on Facebook know that we are live here right now on YouTube, because I know a lot of people wanted to tune in, but they're probably assuming that we were going to do it on Facebook too. But this was a special YouTube only pop-up show on YouTube, the YouTube channel. And good to have you here. Thanks for following us here on YouTube. We usually generally stream on both, but we wanted to do something specific for the YouTube audience and, really direct the YouTube audience. Cappuccino, very, very nice. Not that kick-ass coffee, that Merlin was talking about. I guess Carla, who watches usually over the weekend, she usually watches on Saturday night. Carla probably has access to that, quote, kick-ass coffee, as Merlin in Canada described it, because Carla's in Brazil. And that's where, Willie, you have found out that's where that coffee originates from. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, you're drinking water. Very nice. You cannot go wrong with water, right? Water is good, and it's hydrating, and it's important. Do you have any cool Star Trek? Do you have any cool Star Trek stupid to show? Oh, you mean like? Oh, you mean like Star Trek, like paraphernalia? Or I do have, believe it or not, and it was given to me. It's the Star Trek board game. It was a friend. A friend was cleaning out her son's room, and he was an avid collector of comic books because he was going off to college. avid collector of comic books, pristine condition, and things like Star Trek, Star Wars, things of that nature. Actually, no, it's not Star Trek board game. It's Star Wars. I have the Star Wars board game. I didn't even know there was one. I'm sure it's extremely collectible. We have it. It's still in the, the original box, and it's a board game. You lift up the top, and all the pieces are in there, and that's amazing. I think we do have a couple of Star Trek things here in the house as well. I'm gonna have to dig up some more of the trivia. Right now, we've got the I Love Lucy mug. Do you have a lot of Star Trek paraphernalia, Garland? What a fabulous time! Yes, again soon. Yeah. I know, isn't it funny? You wanted to write the word stuff, but the word stupid comes out. I tell you, computers, keyboards, cell phones, they have a mind of their own. They type words that you don't mean. It happens to me all the time, and sometimes I'll follow up. I'll say, I didn't mean that, I meant that. And the person usually says, I know what you're talking about. No worries. We know what you mean, Garland. Hurricane, now tropical storm, which is really, really good. And oh no, you took more than 2 cookies? Danilo, how many did you take? More than 2? Well, they're good, aren't they? They're really, really delicious. You had 32 people watching during the live for church this morning, but then right after it showed 200 people had seen it. See what I mean? I know. Isn't that weird? It could say you have 10 people watching, 5 people watching. It's not accurate, because then when you look later, you'll see so many more people, so many more views, and then so many more reach. And then if it's archived, there's all the other people who watch later, who maybe follow it. Like, we have a lot of people that follow this series, and I've been following it ever since I announced 12 weeks ago. First, I announced it to my colleagues in television and radio that I was going to be doing this, because for years they've told me to do something like this. So they were already primed and ready to tune in. And then the guests, and then several friends in PR and publicity, those areas. And then all of you found it, which was great. Some of you were already on my Facebook pages and Instagram and Twitter. So you saw me start announcing we were launching the show. And then people just told each other, and that's fantastic. That's why those watch parties and all of that are good, because then everybody on your friend list finds out as well. We got some photos to show you here too. Again, we toast to you and you and you and you with our coffee. And I'm going to have another one of those cookies, because those cookies are too good to be sitting here. Again, if anybody would like to have, other than Willie, because Willie can't have them, next time we'll have some sugar-free things for you, Willie. Courtesy of Jim Masters here, your host. If you'd like to have a cookie, go ahead. You can have one of these delicious cookies. They do look like donuts. Absolutely. This one here is already broken. I'll have to take care of that one. So we have some photos here. Don't talk with your mouth full, right? How many times did we hear that as kids? We were walking along the coast and playing tennis, and then we went for a nice walk at one of the local parks. And there was this rock that was sitting there that somebody had painted and placed right along the trail, which is near the marina, which overlooks the water, the marina that leads out to the ocean. And this is a beautiful thing that somebody did. So I took a photo of it, and it's been there, and it's still there, and nobody has touched it, which is kind of nice. I think because we're living in times where people need to see artwork like this, where somebody took a stone or a rock and they painted this, and they sort of just left it there, which I think is really nice. So let me show you what that is right here. Isn't this beautiful that somebody did this? Be kind, make it amazing. Somebody took a rock, painted it. And there were a couple of them left along our trail in the park, along the coast. Somebody, and there's hearts there and everything. I don't know if it's a kid that did it, probably, or, somebody else, but they took that rock, they painted it with that sort of bluish color, purple blue color. And then they did the Be Kind, and then they did Make It Amazing. Isn't that nice? I mean, that was just to be walking along the coast and to stumble on that as we were walking. That's a real positive, hopeful sort of sign, especially right now, considering everything we're going through. So I wanted to show you that because I thought that was really cool and really nice. We have some more photos I want to share with you here on the broadcast as well. There is a wonderful sunset that I'm a photographer as well, and there was a wonderful sunset that we captured along the coast that was absolutely beautiful. And all of you that are joining us here on the pop-up show, I wanted to show you what that looks like right here. Isn't that beautiful? Right along the coast here. And look at the way the sun is setting beautifully into what is the Long Island Sound. The Long Island Sound is the body of water that's between Connecticut and Long Island, New York. And it feeds out into the Atlantic Ocean. But that is the sound. And that is beautiful, isn't it? Just the silhouette of the building and of the plants that are on the beach. And then there's sand on the other side, the beach. And then you have the sound, the water, and then you have the colors of the sun. Absolutely breathtaking. Wanted to share that with you as well, because I thought you would really enjoy that. Again, some nice, peaceful scenes that I think you guys would really, really enjoy. Really beautiful scenes to put a smile on your face, right now. Thank you very much, Willie. I'm glad you are enjoying that. Isn't it beautiful? Very, very nice. That's along the coast here in the Northeast in the United States. Just really a nice summer, lazy day, lazy sunset summer shot that I wanted to share with you guys. Here's another. This is another shot right here along the coast. Some of the benefits of living along the coast right here. I wanted to share that with you. The sun was setting as well. And this is some of our views here that we get to enjoy along the coast here in the Northeast, again, between New York and Boston. You have New York, and then you have New England, and beautiful views. So I wanted to share that with you as well. Again, to put some smiles on your face. It's a good thing you guys are watching the pop-up episode today, because you're getting a chance to see all these cool things and have some fun with us here on the show. So that's beautiful. Wanted to share that with you. Glad you guys are enjoying it. Mr. Loverty, that rock symbolizes your character and personality as well. The marina photo is very beautiful. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Danilo. That's the rock, I believe. That's that other picture where we came across this, which I think is really cool. I think that's so beautiful. And, somebody took the time, maybe a kid or somebody, they took the time to do that and just randomly leave it there. There was no note. It's for everybody to see. I think that's just really, really nice. And I think it's a beautiful thing when people do stuff like that. It's very, very special. Renee says, very pretty. We have people around here that have been painting rocks, leaving them all over town for others to see. It's really cool. You know what they do? I don't know if they do it in all of Europe. When I was on a TV shoot in Venice, Italy. They actually, where I saw it too? I actually saw it in Amsterdam. I saw it in Holland as well, where they take locks and they put locks on the wrought iron overpasses, sort of like the little bridges. And, they symbolize love. And then they're not locks necessarily for bikes. They could be, but they're locks that they just put and they just attach them to like the bridges, symbolizing love. That's kind of nice too. Here's some more photos from around the yard as well. Some blooms that are happening around here. The hydrangeas this year are unbelievable. I don't know if you guys have seen the hydrangeas in your area, if you have hydrangeas, but they are really, everybody's been talking about that. They have been really amazing this year. Something positive, right? Here's some more beautiful photos for you guys to enjoy and to look at. These are from around the yard, our yard. I wanted to dig these up. We didn't show these the other night when we did the host chat show. So these are being seen the first time here on this episode on YouTube of the Jim Masters Show. Some more shots around the yard. Color. It's good to have some color in your life, right? Absolutely. If you're just joining us, I'm your host, Jim Masters. We're live on our entertainment lifestyle talk show series, The Jim Masters Show Live. We simulcast the shows on YouTube at Jim Masters TV and Facebook Jim Masters TV. Today we do it at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific nightly, entering our 13th week of continuous broadcasts. And right now we're doing a special Sunday YouTube pop-up episode that started at 1 p.m. We don't normally broadcast at this time, but we are for our audience and for all the new folks watching and folks who will watch this later in the archives as well. Again, more photos around the yard to put some smiles on your faces. Everything's pretty much in bloom right about now. You know, the warmth, the sun, the humidity, the rain has been very good to the flowers in the yard. And again, as mentioned a couple of times in our show, I'm a green thumb. So we were working in the yard a lot and making sure, taking care of all the plants and making sure everything is looking good. So, and you guys have shared some really cool things with us, over the last couple of weeks as well, which I think is really, really cool. And I love having an opportunity to see some of that. So, keep that stuff coming. If you guys are, you have some things that you want to share on the show, feel free to do that. You can always send photos and things to jimmasterstv@gmail.com. jimmasterstv@gmail.com. That is the address for the show, the email address for the show. And, every once in a while, if we have a pop-up show or we have a show without a guest, because I know a lot of you like when it's just us sometimes and we just do our chat. So I'm going to make sure we have some of those shows in there. We're booked with guests all the way till October. So that's why I wanted to have the host chat show on Friday for you. And this is why I wanted to pop up on Sunday to welcome new folks to the show who are discovering us right now, who might not even know that we exist at 7 o'clock at night, 4 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. So they're checking us out right now. So we welcome everybody. This is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series, and we have all kinds of cool guests and fun segments and so much more, and a lot of viewer interaction. More comments coming in here. Nice to see everybody. More pretty flowers. Yes, absolutely. You will live there. You want to live along the coast, the East Coast of the United States and the Northeast? Well, if you're in the Northeast, it certainly has a European feel. New England does. Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine has a definite European feel. New York area, a lot of America does, but especially the East Coast and especially the Northeast. A lot of the towns are sister cities to European cities, and a lot of the towns and cities are either named after European towns and cities, or just like in Canada too, or Indian names as well. Indian names or European names for a lot of the towns and cities, especially in the Northeastern United States. So if you lived in the Northeastern United States, I think you would feel probably right at home, because it does have a European sort of feel to it. when you think about it. And some of the architecture has got that feel as well. And Willie says, ooh. And Renee says, more pretty flowers as well. So, so what are some of the things that you guys have been liking? Those of you who are, regular viewers on our series, what are some of the things that you guys have been liking about the show? We'll do sort of like maybe a ad hoc poll right now, because as you know, as a host and a producer, I'm very interactive, and we're always looking for ways here at the Jim Masters Show Live to always bring you fun segments and lots of levity and informative and entertaining and educational stuff. And we even sing happy birthday for you as well. What are some of the things that you guys like most about the show? Let me know, because we may do more of whatever it is. I know you guys love the guests as well. And again, we have so many guests that are booked all the way until October. It's really, really amazing. Can't believe the amount of guests that we have. But I do like to have these segments where, it's just like us, and it's a pop-up. The host chat we did was at our structured time of 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, where we're doing this for you guys at a totally different time, than we normally would. I think what I'll do is I will do the show at 9 o'clock at night. So then Willie has to stay up till 3 a.m. How do you like that, Willie? Well, because I love your funny comment there. I don't like the show, ha, ha, ha. So then maybe we'll move our show to 9 p.m., which would be 3 a.m. for you. Could you imagine that? Oh, my God. No, 9 would be too late for us. No way. 7 is good. It's right in the middle. It's, sometimes we go past 8 if it's a really good show and fun and conversational and everything. We strive for 8 o'clock wrap, but sometimes we go longer. There's no real clock ticking. Yeah, you don't like the show, Willie. You just stay up till 3 in the morning to watch it. LOL. You tell her, Renee. Absolutely. Renee, associate producer, viewer of the week. The viewer of the week is always going to be very supportive of the show, and she still has that crown, and she's defending her crown. Willie doesn't want the show at 9 p.m., which is 3 a.m. her time. Don't worry. We won't be doing the show that late. I mean, sometimes the show runs that late if we get into a really cool interview, but no, we won't start the show that late. And 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock is a little too early because it's the dinner hour and people are still coming home from work and they're still, doing their thing. So I think 7 is a good middle point here, because we base it on the time it is here where we originate the show. So 7 Eastern is good. And then people can watch it in the archive as well. If I move it to 9 o'clock, our love is ending. She'll stay up till 3 if the show starts at 1 a.m. her time, but she won't start a show at 3 a.m. because then it'll probably run to 5 a.m. her time. And that's where she draws the line. You drive a hard bargain, Willie. We're keeping it at the we're keeping it at the 7, so it's 4 Pacific as well. And again, this is a pop-up show. When I did the pop-up show last Saturday, I think it was it like noon or something like that Eastern last Saturday? It was a morning-ish afternoon time. But the reason why I started it at 1 o'clock today is because many of you said that you had church earlier. And I used to do a radio show on iHeartRadio for 18 years. That was on also Saturday and Sunday. I hosted and executive produced. It was a sort of like a QVC home shopping network show. People would call up and buy all kinds of bargains and deals. And we did broadcast from 8 a.m. till 1, 5 hours live on Saturdays, 5 hours live on Sundays. And there were on Sundays, we knew there were folks that were going to be in church. So we knew that when church ended, all of a sudden, our phone lines, like around 10:30, 11 o'clock, all of a sudden the phone lines got very busy because people were rushing home from church to go back to the house, put the radio on, and make sure they didn't miss any of the bargains that we had on the shopping show. We always knew when everybody was returning back from church, especially on the Sunday episode. Don't worry, no worries, Willie. We'll keep the show at 7 p.m. I know that's still late for you, but and for Issy Gari in Barcelona and some of the others, but you guys are real troopers. You have a great variety of guests, Jim, and you make everyone feel so comfortable. It's more like we are here. We are all just friends and family, just sitting around instead of being a talk show. It does have sort of that feel, doesn't it? You know, we have an opportunity. I mean, it almost feels, this may sound strange. Maybe I'm very intuitive or empathetic or something, but I can feel the energy of all of you, even though you're not technically in the home studio, you're not in the room here. When you guys are on and you guys are commenting and you're enjoying and you're expressing that, I can actually feel, as crazy as it is, because we're miles apart, some of us, some are in other countries around the world. I feel the energy of each of you. I feel the collective energy of all of you, which I love because it feeds my energy to do this work. But then I feel the individual energy of each of you. Like I feel Willie's energy and Renee's and Kathleen's and, you know, Danilo's and everybody that's here. I feel the individual identity and personality of each of you, just through the way you write your comments and the way you express yourselves. So I already have a feeling a little bit of the kind of wonderful people that you are. And I think that's amazing. And I'm glad you guys feel the way that you do about the series. Kathleen says, you're an amazing host and I love the guests. Your interaction with us is awesome and so much fun. Just keep doing what you're doing. Perfect. Great. Thank you very much, Kathleen. And you know me personally, you've known me for years. We've toasted and broken bread and had dinner, and we're on Rachel Ray's show nationally and everything else. So you know me. So I really appreciate those words from you. That is really, really beautiful what you say. And the time is okie dokie. So that's the 7 p.m. We will keep it for you. We won't change it. 9 would be too late anyway. And 8 o'clock to start a show at 8. You know, if we go beyond 8, that's okay. But to start a show at 8, it might be tough because sometimes there's other shows coming on TV, and you know, 8 o'clock is a time when people are doing things. Kathleen, I agree 100%. Well, you guys are great today. Yeah, just let me know some of the things you guys really enjoy about the show. Willie says, yes, you feel like my family. Willie, I appreciate that. I know you mentioned that several times, that you have sort of a feeling with the show that we are all collectively family. And I think that's a beautiful thing. I mean, that's what we're doing right now. This is a pop-up show that has no form to it. Nothing is scripted. I don't have any specific things planned. I knew I was going to have the coffee. I knew I was going to have those cookies to show you and those photos of the coast and of that beautiful painted rock and the flowers in the garden and toast all of you. But as far as what we do together on this pop-up show, it's all up to you guys, what you want to do. It's pretty much cold. I'm going to have to put an ice cube in it and make it an I Love Lucy mug iced coffee by the time I'm done here. The rain hasn't started yet, but it is cloudy. We are family, a big, lovely one. Danilo, I'd love to know, because you've been very active on our show lately. How did you find out about the Jim Masters show live on YouTube and Facebook? How did you find out? Did you just happen to be on the YouTube channel or Facebook page? Did somebody tell you about it? Were you in a group? Were one of our guests on and you were a fan of the guests and then that brought you over? Because sometimes what happens, people will know about the guest I have on and then they'll sample the show and they'll like the vibe and the feeling of the show and they'll want to stick with it, because it's something positive and fun, and we're live on the air. This isn't all edited, and we're live and we're interactive. So So how did you find out about the show, Dante? Dante CD? CD, what does that stand for? Sometimes when I see CD, we think of compact disc, but sometimes CD also stands for, or at least in this industry, it stands for casting director. They'll say casting director. So Danilo, how'd you find out about, or Danilo on Facebook, Dante CD, how'd you find out about the show? How'd you discover us? Sometimes I like to know how everybody found out about the show. I cannot sleep if I do not see your show. Really? So if you don't see the show, you can't sleep. Well, we got to make sure that you see the shows. That's very, very important, Willie. We've got you covered. Don't worry. We've got your back. You'll have the shows here, and as long as you guys are here, and we'll make sure that you get your sleep too. I need some sleep. I think I'll be going to bed early because I only had about an hour sleep. I was talking to Sean Kanan last night. We were chatting again because we were planning some things together, either when I'm out on the coast, once everything, hopefully the pandemic and everything ends and we can get together. Or he said when he comes out to the East Coast, he wants to get together for dinner in New York. So that'll be nice. I'll definitely take photos, of course, for you guys. You don't like your profile picture on YouTube. LOL. You have to fix that. The one you have on Facebook, maybe you can carry that over. The one with the headphones on that you have on Facebook where I was interviewing you because you were a viewer of the week. Maybe you can pop on, use that one. That's a really nice one. It looks very sort of in the studio sort of a look, I like that one. That looks really, really good. So, like I've said, we're going through some really unusual times here. And whatever I can do, however often I can do it, again, to pull this off today, I rescheduled a few things, moved a couple of family things around to come into your world today and have you come into mine so we could do this pop-up show together today and just chat, catch up, check in, see how you are doing, see how your day is going, to be together live. It doesn't have to necessarily be any specific, but I wanted to connect with you guys and say hello. We are live. This is an entertainment lifestyle talk show series. And I think it's a beautiful thing where we get a chance to do this. So if Danilo or Dante, let me know. You don't have to do it right now. Maybe on one of the other shows you can. I'd love to know how you found out about our show. Did you stumble upon it? Was a guest on that you enjoyed and then that kept you with us? And what is everybody going to be doing tonight? Oh, there you go. There's the answer. What do you guys do now? Since we're doing this now, you don't have to. Willie, you can go to bed early tonight because we won't be on at 7 because we're doing this now. So all of you that came, that's awesome. Anybody that is going to be looking for us tonight at 7, we're doing this now because again, I wanted to do something early on the Sunday for you. Dante CD says, Facebook, I was perusing through the show postings just by accident. I checked on your posting, listened for a while. Next thing I knew, I was bewitched. Well, I'm glad you were just bewitched and not bothered and bewildered. You just left it at bewitched. Very, very cool. That's awesome. I think that's great. And I'm glad that you tested the waters and you sampled our Entertainment Lifestyle Talk Show series and you enjoyed it. And that's really, really cool. Boy, my hair is really getting long. This hat is making its way back. It's getting long, long, long. We will have to get a haircut eventually. But I was going to let it go till September. I think it's kind of cool long. I had it long about a year ago. Usually it's like you can see, in that photo, it's shorter. And a lot of times it's shorter. I changed the style a lot. I've had all different hairstyles over the years for different projects, different shows I host, different things I do, or I get very bored, and I want to change it up. keep things fresh, I guess. Not always the same old, same old. So in that and the logo there, it's shorter. So glad you found us that way, Dante. And but now it's really getting long. It's kind of cool. But I tell you, in the humidity this time of the year, it's very hard to manage it. Putting a hat on is actually a cool thing because, and I love hats anyway, but it helps it because sometimes, you know how humidity is sometimes. If you have thick hair, humidity can be problematic, and it's been a very humid summer thus far. I found your show when you had Paul Green on here. That's right. But I've seen you before on PBS, and some of the other shows you have done have been watching since. That's fantastic. I knew the Paul Green connection when I had my buddy Paul on the show. And there's a couple of other people too. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that when Paul was on, they were here for a couple of weeks after, and then haven't seen them. Hopefully you'll get some of that Paul crowd to come back over here. Maybe they forgot. Maybe they think we were just doing a one-time only show. But that's a good way to find. When I cannot see your shows in the night, you miss your family. Well, we miss you too as well. And you are already lying in the bed as you're watching because it's going into the evening there as well. Ha ha ha. I love the comedies. You make me feel so good, comfortable. Thank you very much. Oh, comfortable. You're right. That's right. I know. I tell you, that's the keyboards have a mind of their own, don't they? Thank you very much for saying that. Yes, absolutely, as well. Good taste you guys have, too, as well. So anything exciting you have coming up this week, other than watching our shows at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific? Anything, any good news? Anybody have any good news? Because I know if you turn the TV on, there's not a lot of good news. There's a lot of stuff going on that's not so good and not so happy. So any good news, anything that's happening in your life, anything that you're excited about or that you got coming up? Again, we have an amazing week of shows, and this adding this series into my world, into my life, consumes a lot of time, but it's a lot of fun to do it. And so a lot of the time has been devoted to that and balancing that with the professional work as well. But so I'm excited about that. And that's why one of our viewers last night, I think it was Christine Clifton, she was mentioning that with everything that's going on right now, with the health situation and everything, a lot of people are going to bed later at night than they normally would. Are you finding yourself going to bed later and later because you can't sleep? Because of all the stuff that's going on in our society, a lot of people are going to bed later and later. They're not necessarily going to bed as early. Do you find yourself doing that as well? Are you staying up late? I've been staying up later. What happens with me is sometimes, right after the show, I'm all pumped up. And I get all pumped up because I'm talking to you guys and I'm like, hey, this is exciting and it's good to see all of you and hello. And then I'm all juiced up after the show. So it takes a while to come down. And I try not to have any coffee or tea or anything like that at night after a certain time because that'll just keep you up all night. But you guys staying up later and later each night? I know a lot of people have said that they are. I have found that I have. Yeah. Yes, every day, 3 a.m. And we wonder why. 3 a.m. That's a nice picture of you. I noticed that one. Is that because I usually see the one on Facebook. That's a nice one of you, Willie. You look very nice there. Nice smile and your blonde hair. And you have, it looks like your roses around you. Very, very nice. Now it's funny because everything is reversed. So you always see me looking over that way and you're like, why is he looking that way? Her photo is really on the other side. But for me, the photo is there and the words are this way. But for you guys, the photo is you know, all the way there, and the words go that way. Just, it's funny how that is. But this is a very nice photo of you on your profile photo on YouTube. I have always been a night owl, but even more so now. A lot of people have been saying that they're staying up later. A couple of our viewers, I was talking to them on Facebook last night, and was talking to you guys as well. Let the greenies know that they're welcome to join the Lovities. The greenies and the Lovities. What a great combo that is, huh? We have all of our Lovities here on the show. And I'm working, just so you know, that we are working on some of those things with Lovity. Mugs, t-shirts, different things. Even I want to wear stuff around town, you know, expressing the Jim Master Show live and Lovity and all of that as well. So we're working on a couple of cool things and talking to graphic design people and different people in reference to some of those goodies that a lot of people are asking for. They want a t-shirt, they want a mug, they want a hat or something like that, and a photo or what have you. So we're working on all of that, and I'm glad you guys have been asking for that. A few of them pop on to watch the parties too. That is perfect. That is wonderful. Yeah, and you've always been a night owl. That's right. And you don't know why 3 a.m. That's because sometimes we're on till 3 a.m. All right. So those of you who haven't had dinner tonight, Willie, you probably already had dinner because it's getting into the evening. What is your dinner plans for tonight? What are you guys having? Are you ordering out? Are you cooking some big Sunday dinner? I always, in our family, we've always had a big Sunday meal. Sunday's family day. So we've always had a big Sunday meal, and I love a nice Sunday meal. Not something like fast food or anything. We usually like to have a big, Sunday dinner, like some of the things we talked about on Host Chat. We talked about the pot roast with the potatoes and the carrots and the corn on the cob. Oh yeah, Renee, the other day, I think you were saying you were hoping to get the corn, the sweet corn, but you didn't get it the day you wanted to, and you were going to go. I was thinking of that last night, and I wanted to ask you if you ended up getting the corn on the cob that you wanted to get. You went shopping, and I guess you forgot to get the sweet corn, and I think you were going to get some. Did you get any? Hopefully. You have a photo with your son, Sebastian. You go eat at the house. Very glad. Oh, that's great. We'll have to take a look at that. That's wonderful. Dante, Mr. Loverty, I took a midnight stroll at the marina by the lake after talking to you. That's right. We were chatting long on Facebook last night. What a long walk with very interesting, beautiful sights and artistry. I believe I lost some pounds, LOL. Then I won't show you any more of the cookies because you want to keep those off, right? You had a couple of cookies just now. That's nice. Yeah, of course, they're in San Diego, right? Beautiful San Diego. Regis Philbin started his career at Channel 10 in San Diego. That was one of the very first breaks he got when he moved to California from New York. He started at, I think it's KGTV, Channel 10 in San Diego. That's where Regis Philbin started. He had a talk show. And then he did the news and he did sports at Channel 10 in San Diego. And then he was brought up to LA and he anchored AM Los Angeles, and then the Joey Bishop show first, and then all the rest. And then, of course, live with Regis and Kathy Lee and Regis and Kelly. A little trivia there for you. I was a hearty, then a greedy, now a lovety. You've got it covered. That's the trifecta, right? You've got it covered. That's perfect. So that's what you're going to be having. So beetroot with potato puree. That sounds delicious. And you are having barbecue ribs with sweet corn. That sounds delicious as well. Really, really nice. Yes, correct. And you're making steak with baked potato. That sounds delicious. Really, really good stuff. Love that, huh? Very, very nice. Oh boy, I think we're getting hungry again. Could you believe we've been chatting for an hour and a half already, guys? Wow, this is absolutely amazing. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed. Regis, yes, was well loved, and we miss him badly. I know, me too. And I know I showed you guys before. He was a dear friend, and we will always miss him. And the tributes to him were absolutely amazing. The people just really, really, really were pouring their heart out. So many celebrities, so many people that he had an opportunity to work with just absolutely loved Regis Philbin. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, gang, I think we're going to get ready to wrap up, right? We have a couple more cookies left. We certainly can't eat them all here at the house. So if you want any, grab them before they go. They're really, really good. I won't chew another one because I don't want to have one in my mouth while I'm talking to you guys. But I will take a sip of the coffee in the Olive Lucy mug. So we have guests all week this week. Straight through. All the way, we have guests Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Some really cool, great people from all different backgrounds, too. I like to have a variety. I don't like all the same kind of show and guest. I like a variety of different people. We're going to be bringing in a lot of different people as we go along, which is really, really cool. You want some more? All right. Last call. What are you drinking with your cookies? Are you having milk? There you go. I know they're disappearing, right? There's not many left here. There you go. That looks better. Grab your cookies. All right. Gang, this was terrific. I can't believe an hour and a half with you guys is like 20 minutes. I can't believe it's been that long. For all of you who popped over here on YouTube, this is great. Subscribe if you haven't so you get notifications. Click the notification bell, all that stuff they always talk about. Decaf, you're having decaf. That's good right about now. That way you won't be up all night like last night, right? You'll get some good sleep. Any of you going to work tomorrow, or how are things with your work situation? Or any of you, is anybody laid off? Is anybody working from home? Has your life been adjusting as a result of everything that's going on? I'm doing a lot of work out of home because we have the technology here. The daily radio shows that I do professionally as well, we're doing out of the house. And then we had a couple TV shoots, but none that require me to get on planes to fly anywhere, because a lot of the studios and things of that nature are still closed, and flights aren't really the place to be right now, unless you have to for an emergency. So any of you going to work tomorrow? Do you have to report to work anywhere? Do you have to be anywhere tomorrow on Monday? Or are you working from home, or retired, or just maybe you normally do work from home? I think what's going to be happening after all of this, a lot of people are going to be working more from their homes. I know they said Twitter gave all of their employees the opportunity to work home indefinitely if they want. And I think Google told all their employees that they can work from home at least through 2020 and 2021 if they wanted to as well. You are very welcome, Renee. This was a lot of fun. Again, pop up. We put it together. We did it at starting at 1 p.m. It's been an hour and a half. I can't believe it. You'll be working, so you got to. Will you be working from home, or do you have to get in the car and report to a place? Renee, do you have to go somewhere where the rest of the staff is, or are you working out of the house? I'll be working out of the house with my professional work, and then of course we've got the show tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Working mornings only for now. Were hours reduced as a result of everything that's going on? Did you find there's been some changes with hours and things of that nature. A lot of people, that's happened as well. The unemployment numbers are huge. I think it's like 54 million people just in the United States. Hopefully that'll turn around soon. That can't last too much longer. But hopefully you guys are doing well and you're safe and sound and your families are okay and everybody is in good health and good shape. And, you know, we all probably know people who have been affected by what's happening, even all of us as well. You go to the church to work. It's just the pastor and you there to work. That's great. That's terrific. That's doing God's work. So gang, thanks for joining us. We're going to wrap up. It's 2:35 p.m. Eastern here. Willie's lying in bed. She's going to take a nap. All of you, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for being with us here on the program. Of course, we do this at the end of all of our regularly scheduled programming. Relax, breathe, take care of yourself. Hope you guys enjoyed this show, this Sunday special YouTube pop-up edition. And hopefully the folks who look for us on Facebook, if we do another pop-up exclusively on YouTube, hopefully they'll know, pop on over to YouTube and you'll be able to see us here as well. All right. If you want to see the show again, you can. It'll be archived. Relax, breathe, take care of yourselves. And as we always say with our regularly scheduled show, you know how we do this. I might be the star, the host of the show, the producer, the host, but you guys are the stars. All of you are the stars. The real diehards with us today, and I really appreciate that. You go take a nap. Please take care. Thank you, Danilo. I appreciate that. We may just do that before dinner. And Joseph, it's good to see you here. I'm glad that you're here as well. Hopefully you've been watching. Again, this is a special time we've done our show. We normally do it 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And we did it at 1 o'clock today. Just a different time for different people, you know, to discover us and new people watching. And also just to have a special pop-up sort of surprise show for our faithful audience. That is wonderful. Good to see you, Joseph, in Stamford, Connecticut. You're a trooper as well. Yeah, you had mentioned the reduced hours at work. And Dante says, bye, all lovedies. You as well. That was nice. Have a great day. You too, Kathleen. Great seeing you. And thank you again, Joseph. Really good seeing you as well on our pop-up show. Thank you very much, my love. See you tomorrow. We'll be here Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Great guest. Great episode tomorrow. Yes, sir. We will take that nap. Everyone have a great rest of the day. And you know, there's a lot more people that watch, but not everybody comments. That's another thing that I have found too. There's a lot of people that watch and enjoy, but not everybody comments. So sometimes it seems like the only people that are watching are the people that comment. That's not really the case. A lot of people just, you know, watch show. There's a lot of times I'll watch something and I don't always comment, but I'm really enjoying it. Let's see. Oh, we've got some more folks popping up here. Bye, Willie and everyone. Joseph, thank you very much. Appreciate you watching our series, Joseph. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific is our regular time. We're on nightly on YouTube and also Jim Masters TV and Facebook, Jim Masters TV. David Falbo, I asked help from my friend and for today using his YouTube to write this message. It's Christine, and I saw half the show and I wish I could have written in. I must learn by next time. Oh, so this is Christine, and you're watching through your friend David Falbo's YouTube. So what you need to do is just create your own YouTube profile. You don't have to have video. To have a profile on YouTube, you don't have to create and post videos. Some people get confused and they think, oh, in order to, you know, subscribe to somebody's channel, I have to post videos. If you do have videos, that's great, but you don't have to post videos and create videos in order to have a profile. Some people just have a profile. They have a profile just so they can comment on channels, and they could be a part of the action. So I would suggest anybody who is new to YouTube or anybody watching us on YouTube, because we may do some more of these things, where it's exclusively on YouTube. If you want to be able to comment and be interactive, just create a profile on YouTube. You don't even have to have a photo. They don't require a profile photo if you don't want one on YouTube. Facebook, I think, people want that because Facebook, it's a little funky when you have somebody that is on your page or a friend or whatever, and they don't have a profile. For some reason on Facebook, it stands out as a little odd, but on YouTube, it's perfectly fine. So absolutely, yeah, you can create your own profile, and you don't have to post videos or create videos to be a part of YouTube and to interact with our show. A lot of people don't know that. They think they have to, I have to create a channel. I've got to do posting of videos. You don't have to do that. You just create a profile. So that way there you can interact with us. Christine Clifton. Hi, Jim. We may have figured it out. So there you are. So did you just create your own profile? You and I were talking a lot last night on Facebook. I don't know who went to bed later, me or you. It was like 3:30 in the morning. I didn't go to bed till 7 and then woke up at 8. Today we did a pop-up show on YouTube. We had coffee and we showed beautiful photos. Maybe I'll do a run through for the folks who are coming in here late in case you missed it. We showed this, which is a beautiful thing we found along the coast that somebody had painted and left along the trail when we were walking along the coast. Maybe a kid painted it and left it. I think it's a beautiful thing. Then we were showing some more beautiful photos here along the coast that people were really enjoying on this exclusive pop-up episode here on the show. These are for folks who might have tuned in late to the show and missed the photos. Always nice to look at. These are photos around the area. These are photos of some of the plantings in our yard, different than what we showed on Friday in the host chat show. These are some of the yard here. Everything is popping. Everything is blooming really nicely. Wanted to share some of these with you guys. Again, we showed these earlier, but just showing them now, some color in your life in case you missed these earlier and joining us late, just found us. These are all in our yard here along the coast in the greater New York area between New York and Boston. Everything blooming. And then here's another shot here along the coast where we are. One of the views we have here along the coast, which we get a chance to enjoy in the area. It's very peaceful and serene and nice. Thoroughly enjoying it all. So, and again, if you guys have photos that you want to send along, feel free to send them to jimmasterstv@gmail.com. We would love to have an opportunity to share some of those. We did over the course of Friday on the host chat show. So that was a lot of fun to do that. So we can do that again in the future. More comments coming in. Yes. Oh, you were up till 7 a.m. also last night after our chats. Thank you, Joseph. I'm glad you enjoyed the photos. I saw a lot of you pop up, so I want to make sure you guys didn't miss anything. Today would have been a day for that kick-ass coffee. Yes, the kick-ass coffee that Merlin. I don't know where Merlin is. Merlin, I think some of the folks were expecting us to be on Facebook, but we did an exclusive promotion with YouTube with our pop-up show today. So we're right now live on YouTube exclusively at Jim Masters TV, where we normally archive all the shows and we normally broadcast out of. So not on Facebook. We're doing it just on YouTube on this pop-up. So I think some of the folks on Facebook didn't see where it said we were going to be on YouTube, but hopefully they'll they'll catch on next time. And several of you have been telling the folks, hey, pop on, go on YouTube on the Gym Masters channel, because they're there. But I will figure this out on my own for another time. I'll go back later to watch the show. Merlin also could not get on. You can see our messages after any. So what you got to do is you got to create a profile. That's what Merlin needs to create a YouTube profile, and then just click subscribe to the YouTube page. Very easy to do. You don't have to post videos or any of that in order to be active on YouTube. Some people think, again, on YouTube, you have to create video and all of that. You don't. You could just create a generic profile and then click subscribe to the Gym Master channel, and then you're in on the action. Feel free to tell Merlin that too. If you see Merlin on the Facebook page, let her know. And anybody else that if they want to participate on the YouTube channel, just click subscribe and you can create your own profile. Everybody that's been posting here has their own profile, even if they don't post videos. So not everybody is as familiar with how YouTube works, but it's very easy and there's nothing else you need to do. My grandson came by and I've missed most of the show. I'll have to go back and watch. Definitely watch. And again, for any of you who didn't get a chance to enjoy some of these delicious cookies that we showed earlier, they look like donut cookies, don't they? Really, really delicious. We showed these because we were talking about so much food on Friday on the host chat show. I want to show you again the brand name of these cookies in case you guys missed it or you're going to look for them. These cookies, believe it or not, were only $1. And this is the brand again. Really delicious, crispy and delicious, no trans fat. These are in the store. Orduco, crispy and delicious, made with care from our family to yours. And they're almost like little donut cookies. They're very light. They're very delicious. They're very light. They're not heavy. They don't have a lot of sugar. There's no trans fat. And they went very, very well with a nice cup of coffee in our I Love Lucy mug. In case you didn't see it earlier, we have it in the I Love Lucy mug. And there you go. There's there's Lucy and Desi. There they are. Can't beat Lucy and Ricky, right? All right, gang. Good to see everybody. We're going to wrap up the show. It was a pleasure having all of you here. For those of you who joined us later and you're trying to figure out YouTube, very easy. You just create your own profile. You don't have to upload any videos. And you have your little profile there. It's just like Facebook, and you don't have to do any videos. And we may be doing some more pop-up shows here on YouTube as well, and other things on YouTube, and also Facebook as well, and both same time. Tomorrow night we'll be on YouTube and Facebook together at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. But on our YouTube channel, which we're building and growing, we're doing a couple of things here on YouTube as well. So subscribe, share the YouTube channel, because the entire 12 weeks of our series are archived here at YouTube. Plus a lot of other things unrelated to the Gym Masters Show Live are on the Gym Masters TV channel, so you can enjoy that as well. Just say no to the cookies. Huh? Love the mug, the I Love Lucy mug. It's really cool, isn't it? That was a gift. Yeah. Go away with the cookies. I thought you were in bed. Didn't you say you were already lying in your bed? Bye-bye, Mr. Lovety. Please take care of you. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, and I'm glad you enjoy the Joseph. You love that mug. It's really cool, isn't it? It's the authentic. I don't want to spill the coffee, but you can see on the bottom there. It's the authentic one of the authentic I Love Lucy collector's mugs. It comes in a special box and everything, and it was a gift because I've always been a fan of I Love Lucy. You know me, Mr. TV Trivia, right? Just say no to the cookies. A hug, okay. We'll do a big virtual hug. There we go. There's the virtual hug for everybody, since we can't do it in person. Bye again. Enjoy your day. Thank you, Kathleen. Give a virtual hug to your mom for me. Cookies looked good. Good vibes. Absolutely. Yes. And we already took care of the relax and breathe and take care of yourselves. And you guys are all the stars. You're all officially our loveties. We are officially going to be going with that word. You are in the circle of lovety, all of you, so that when you're on the Gym Master Show Live, you're all part of the Lovities, and we're going to be getting shirts and mugs and all kinds of different things so we can sport them around town, and we'll let you know when we have those available, and that'll be kind of cool. Everybody's been asking me for things like that, and that's really cool stuff. And again, it all happened by accident, the word Lovity, when I just happened to say that word. Yes, I know. Everything looks really, really good, especially when you can't have it. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up. You guys take care. Everybody that's here, a lot of folks here. And again, even more, the little counter there that they have, I think it says 7 or something. There's many, many more that are actually watching. I don't know why they have the counter. The counters are always so inaccurate and way below what the total of people are that are actually watching, because I'll see different numbers, and then I'll look back in the analytics, and there'll be hundreds of people that watched, and then many more people watch later. I'll work on this for the next time. Yeah, maybe you can even mentor anybody else that's on Facebook that wants to learn how to get on YouTube as well, so they don't miss anything on YouTube, so they can participate. I believe in order to comment, you have to be subscribed to the Jim Masters TV channel, and I think you have to have your own profile. And it's very easy to create your own profile, just like you did on Facebook. It's very easy to do it on YouTube as well. And again, you don't have to create any videos in order to have your own profile. You don't even have to have any subscribers to have your own profile. So it's very easy, but it gives you access to be able to comment and to see everything and not miss anything. So again, this was an exclusive pop-up show exclusively here on YouTube on the Jim Masters TV channel. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Christine and Joseph, we started this at 1 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern, and it's now almost 3 o'clock. I was only going to do this for an hour. I say that all the time, don't I? Everybody's saying bye. Yeah, so okay, so maybe on YouTube you don't see it. Maybe only I see it. So maybe only when it's on Facebook it shows it. That's interesting. Yeah, because you do your thing on the church thing on Facebook, right? So maybe you don't see it. But there's so many more that, as you know, Renee, with the church streaming, so many more that are actually watching than what it actually shows on Facebook and YouTube. Kind of interesting. Again, the internet is a vast land of crazy, interesting things. All right, guys, I cheer all of you again. George, Jeannie, and Jimmy and Silver, they're all here. We showed all of them earlier. Love all of you. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, just click subscribe and share the YouTube channel with all your friends. Love to have everybody here. If you want to watch any of the shows again, they're all archived right here on YouTube. We will see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube at Jim Masters TV, and also on Facebook at Jim Masters TV, as we normally do as well. And we'll be posting some of the names of the guests and all this afternoon and this evening. Still have all that to do, so we're prepared for the week's worth of shows. So we toast you and you and you and you with our I Love Lucy coffee mug, which is now filled with ice cold coffee. So we're going to throw a cube in here and we're going to make it an iced coffee. Cheers to all of you. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Always a pleasure having you here. This was another great fun ad hoc pop-up show. Some of you joined us late, but we're still here, and I appreciate that. And good to see all your smiley faces. And yeah, I know. Yeah, Facebook shows, but YouTube doesn't. Interesting. They all have their own methods and their own algorithms and the ways they individually do everything. All right, gang, we got to go. Got to eat. Enjoy. You too as well, Christine. Enjoy the rest of your day. I have a live virtual sort of help by 3. That's in 5 minutes. So I figured it out now, waiting for the storm. You're getting in North Carolina tomorrow. Yeah, and then it's going to come up our coast. You're going to get the storm in North Carolina tomorrow, and we're going to get it on Tuesday. And then supposedly we have a storm or something that's coming here tonight. It's supposed to be some crazy weather tonight. So you guys stay safe in the Carolinas, and we will stay safe here in the Northeast, and everybody stay safe where you are around the world. Wash your hands, social distance, wear the masks, and smile and relax and be good to one another. Jim Masters, thanking you for your time this time. Till next time. We loved doing this Sunday pop-up show. I hope you guys thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope it was a pleasure for you. It's always different when we do these kinds of shows. It's just us, and it's a good conversation over a cup of coffee. You don't really find that anymore. It's kind of old school, right? Goodbye for now. Until next time, lovity. Beautiful way to end the show. All right, gang, we're going to wrap up. I'm glad you enjoyed the photos and the conversation. Spread the word. Keep doing that, and we'll grow this together. Love you all. Take care. Thanks for being with us. You be well. You have a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Thank you very much, Willie. I'm very happy that you love this pop-up show, and you love all the shows on YouTube and Facebook nightly on the Jim Masters Show Live. Take care. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, good night, whatever the case may be where you are, or good morning around the world. Jim Masters signing off here from the home studio. We'll see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. You have a good night. Don't worry about a show tonight. We did our show just now for you guys. And tell the folks on Facebook, help them figure out YouTube so that way they can participate here if we do any extra stuff here on YouTube as well. All right, we'll see you again. Take care. Love you. And have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.